Alright, guys. It is Friday, September 23rd, 2022 at 8:48 a.m. Alright, guys, so let's take a look quickly here at the verse of the day from dailyverses.net. It says, "In the same way I tell you, there is rejoicing in the presence of the angels of God over one sinner who repents." Luke 15:10. Alright, guys, let's take a look quickly here at the National Hurricane Center. We have, look at this, 5 things on the board of the Atlantic right now. We have Hurricane Fiona, which is 125 miles an hour, headed towards Canada. We have Gaston, Tropical Storm Gaston, which is 60 miles an hour. Heading over to Europe, the European area. Then we have Tropical Depression 9, which is the new one. This one just developed. Maximum sustained winds at 30 knots or 35 miles an hour. Then we have Disturbance 2 with a 20% chance of cyclone formation in 48 hours coming off of Africa. And then we have Disturbance 1 with 80% chance of cyclone formation in 48 hours. So we have a full board, guys. Alright, let's take a look quickly here at Tropical Depression 9, or what could be Hermine. We have coastal watches and warnings and forecast cone for the storm center. We have this storm going underneath Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico and Cuba and Jamaica as a storm, and then as it reaches 2 a.m. on Monday, forecast to be a hurricane. Then it crosses over Cuba and possibly heads into Florida as a hurricane at 2 a.m. on Wednesday. So this is a red alert, guys. Red alert, red alert. Anybody who lives in Cuba, who lives closer to Jamaica, or who lives in Florida, from the Florida Keys all the way to Central Florida, we have right now a red alert. That means get your hurricane gear ready. This is days ahead. Today's Friday. We have up till Wednesday to possibly start seeing the possibility of Florida getting impacted. We have until Tuesday for Cuba, and we have until Sunday for Jamaica, possibly getting grazed by this storm. So please make sure you have your hurricane gear prepped. Make sure you have your pets included in your plans, and have everything you need for hurricane season, because we are on it right now. This is a red alert. Alright, guys. Let's take a look now at Hurricane Fiona, which is also impacting land and affecting people. It is affecting Bermuda right now, 8 a.m. on Friday, and it will be affecting Canada as well. And the maximum sustained winds right now for Hurricane Fiona is 125 miles an hour wind gusts. It is a major hurricane right now, so it is heading straight for the Canadian and Nova Scotia area. It will be hurricane warnings are in the area here, as you see, in the Canadian Nova Scotia area, and it has tropical storm warnings on the sides of it as well. So please be aware that it's imminent. We're headed for a possibility of 2 hurricanes possibly in our forecast affecting people. So please make sure you get everything you need prepared. I believe there's already a hurricane hunter guy in Canada preparing to interact with the hurricane. He has seen at least 62 hurricanes already. He already saw a Fiona while he was in the Dominican Republic. But prayers for the people of Canada, and prayers for the people of Cuba, Jamaica, and possibly Florida in the upcoming storm with Hermine. Alright, so now that we have the possible storms covered, let's take a look at my community tab. If you go to my YouTube channel, Space River News, and you go into the community tab, I post all the news that you see here. I have the Hermine information shared. I share a whole bunch of information on this community tab. If I don't make a video on it, make sure you check community tab, because I'm probably covering the story and other posts. I share posts, and that information is where I share it, is on community tab. So make sure you check that out. Alright, let's take a look. This is from New York Prepper, and he is reporting red alert. Russians are fleeing by the million after Putin's mobilization order. So I'm gonna play the video, lower the volume, and play the video. Look at that. Look at that. Look how many people are fleeing Russia right now because of Putin's order to try and mobilize 300,000 soldiers to possibly 1 million soldiers for the war. A lot of people, a lot of men are fleeing because they do not want to be caught in the war. They don't want to be drafted out into the war. So look at all these people in cars lined up at the border of Russia with other countries trying to get out of the country. That is intense and insane, guys. Please pray for the people of Russia. They do not want to be in this war, and I do not blame them. Alright, guys, let's take a look next at the next headline. Israeli Prime Minister Lapid backs two-state solution with Palestinians. So apparently Lapid backs a two-state solution with Palestinians, and I have made a previous video talking about you do not mess with God's stuff. You do not divide God's land. So that this is happening is really bad. So we're right there at the cusp, guys, of getting raptured out of here. There's so many things just coming to a head. So many things causing the pot to boil and getting right to overflow, because it's crazy. The next thing we have in store is the wedding feast of the Lamb, which is basically the wedding of all the believing Christians who believe in Jesus getting married to Jesus at the wedding feast of the Lamb. That's what we really have to look forward to. So we don't have to worry about anything. No more tears, no more worries, no more pain. You know, everything gone from this world. We'll be in heaven with Jesus and God. It'll be like the wise 5 virgins. Keep an eye out. Keep watching for Jesus. You never know when he could come for us. So all this stuff is happening with the Russians and the war. The things happening in England with the bills getting so high people can barely pay anything. You know, everything in the world is boiling and getting ready for war. While every Christian that believes in Jesus Christ and that he's coming for us is getting ready for joy, happiness, and a feast and a wedding with Jesus. So please make sure you're saved. Please make sure you accept Jesus Christ into your life, and hopefully we all get to see each other in heaven with Jesus, and eventually come back down later on, as the Bible says. But the whole point is to get right with Jesus. Make sure you follow God, read the Bible, talk to other people about God. You know, get in a community with Christians, and you know, we'll see each other in heaven. Alright, that's it for this video. Hit like and subscribe for more news, and see you in the sky. God bless you guys.